Okay, everything works. Let's continue our button the work. Yeah, remember. So, Jill wants to buy a fan. Then a camera app, which maybe there we can find fan. Credible argument I. About Necam is a company founded in 2068 and pioneer of the nanomachine fabric capable of real-time texture swap. Being familiar to reuse, we bring our products to the general public at the most affordable prices. Okay. Kamaton is our mascot. She's designed by veteran character design from Secure Games. Jirin 51. Nothing important. Customize walls. Oh my. Red. Okay, but where is fan? I can't find it. Oh, it's just a yeah. Jerky Cyclone. Okay, found it. Easy. Okay. Now let's visit. Let's read newspaper, yeah? The augment eye lamps rises of Apollo Trust. So augment eye is being, position is rich historic. What's this? Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Eject screens at downtown Casanova announced that what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed to the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently undefined bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counter-terrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here. CTU's clone Bauer told Augment Eye. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at the points. The hostage are trapped. Okay. The Augment Eye is being attacked by Augment Eye staff. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augment Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent article on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit or just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Permission to reach the historic. Even so, most countries in the world has adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change. Each city still releases incident technologies in order to keep costs low with profit high. As a result of the backwards policy, teams thought will be experiencing a huge increase of air pollution next year. Our contamination level will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at alarming pace, said expect in a report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Dangerous. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Okay. No one is reporting on it. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of the threat, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward. Do we have any sources here? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So we're actually helping the protesters. That's not the way help the people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking plays slow. Let's wait for some info. Oh, streaming chat said. Did anyone see last night's escape? She was at the Valhalla bar. It was alright, but there was a cutie, but man is full of herself. Don't care, I'm going next week and ask her for a date. We'll know you won't. Pretty sure nobody here was the guards to ask someone out. Is she still sleeping? Yeah, the bartender has been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words, lol. I wonder if there's illegal actually going on there, like why would you need to be careful with that you say? Yeah, it's English speaking stream. No Russian in this stream. Oh, what do you mean about 2 photos? What 2 photos? I don't understand. Oh. I understand what photos you mean. Yeah. Oh. This is photos of Mr. Donovan. It's one of the personals of this visual novel. You see it, maybe even at this day. Maybe even today. I wonder if there's illegal actually going on there, like why would you need to be careful with that you say? Maybe they're avoiding casual racism. True, still avoiding casual racism. True, still it wouldn't be rare for them to do shady stuff, this fucking city, haha. At least she is sleeping now. Last time I saw her taking some rest was about a week ago. Crush is one hell of a drug. Okay, so about White Knights. I am fucking crying right now, let me tell you the story, waiting for OP to deliver. I am here anyway, his dolls. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk, and when I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 white knights stopped me and started asking for my ID, and also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper, and once they saw everything was I ordered, they asked me for a military service ID and just... what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? And there is no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense, and because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money while they'll plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hell hole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. What's this game about? Oh, it's a novel when we are playing this girl, his button there, and our duty is to speak with visitors and to make them drink. Or just have a good time with them. Okay, now we go to work. Now you understand what I mean. Ha, I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. Oh, that's so... yeah, news. Turn on news. You can take a break, you know, you're quite a hard worker. And the stress are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Jill isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him, thought. If you say so. That girl still here? Yeah, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss and it's kinda my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start changing your model of tea. Here, where am I? Alright, the studious downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear is in the place. And neither my pants nor my shit or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's a flat button there. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best night and day I sleep I have had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you to death last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat button there. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello guys and girls, streaming channel is back in action with your batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible onto the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's the bottle? A client gave it me yesterday. I give it sauce, I guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to save you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some run, go to the bottled drink stop, and drag it to the shaker before mixing. And then mix. Okay. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Okay, let's then turn on music. Snowfall. Time to save meals and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to report. Man, it feels lonely without Jill here. I just hope the restlessness in the street doesn't lead to dangerous or way types coming in here. Good evening. Holy shit, what was a record-breaking jinx? Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real, don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Oh, it's... I think the boss and more unusual visitor, it's hard to imagine. Blue fairy, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Let's give him 10 shots of cover trial. I think it's a good idea, you know. Asian mix. Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the scene. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff, shouldn't you figure so much? You can drink stuff and eat. I have the same system Lilim do. Can I ask you something, Miss... call me Taylor, just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Oh, Taylor, you have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Not easy. You are bread in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I am a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, why? What does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl seem every day, and what's saying quite a bit in sense parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for this situation. A speech? You are seen one of the 5 great living butted brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allows us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All white computers in our jaws scan our activities. I am a slow but steady man. We are helping the world understand the inner working of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, yeah? I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of hamsters with me. You want one? Sure. What brings out of our bolts 5 brains in just to this place thought? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly no, otherwise I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commutation around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more that cryptic but email's news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does it bother you? No, not at all, just what I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much he could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder, do you wanna make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright, then yeah, I'll make you happy. A beer to make him happy. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And mix it. Okay. Here, a beer. Oh yes, no matter what happens, this is always good. It's interesting, so just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain plots. You were? Yeah, we are talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'll still be here. Oh, hello cowboy. Now we are going brain in jar route. I think it's the best one. I thought about that too. Do you think the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything, like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a living. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment actually, that it can make a functional lily. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look me creepy than anything. They aren't transferring this identity of anything sort, just wiring him to a body. Oh. I see a thing that our community needs sometimes. I think we already have it. I think it's let's have it in future. You'll think something would rather go and then float around exposed in a jar. I have no admit the whole brain thing just look creepy. But the body I am telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock actually, it didn't last too long so I never was too attached to my body. Late in my life that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside, if you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is a part of the whole experience. Why thought Liam can just drunk with no problem? Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in different behavior cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being energized is figuring out exactly how you walk. Yeah, you're right. Hey Jill. Oh, Alma. Alma, where is the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not even you put it in that way. Why hello there, beautiful. What? You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodies brain every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lily Mountains, but even them, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it, at least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alba, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 30% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for them. Just kidding, I'd make you happy by buying you a drink. Does it bother you? I guess if Jill's a button day, I don't have a problem with it. Anyway, Sam, I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine actually. You're going to have me drink alone? I don't wanna drink that much. Okay then, cobalt velvet. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh, and rocks, okay. And mix it. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? What would you think it's been longer? It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Jillian. Archimedes. Dano, adventuring or something. Anyway, the other guy said me the first time I came here, nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one saying, and I don't know, I feel like that just gets me. There is chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with you than with many other people is kinda sad, so it's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've gonna go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. Say ya. Bye. Please come again. The Taylor sure was nice. Okay, my IT is gonna end, so I get 1 cup now and return. Okay, I'm here. That Taylor sure was nice. A bit fake at first, so apparently was of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually meet one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, We are 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funny enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Charlotta, the eldest one, and there is Diana just before me. Then comes Eva, and at the bottom lies Bella. Sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that then we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernard were born, Diana and Charlotta have already moved. Speaking of family today, I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernard do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second elder sister Diana just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all of that. Dumb. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the dumb stadium kiss cone. Kiss cone? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss came focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost get caught in the mood and accept it. So I take it you rejected him. In a stadium, on the fucking kiss car. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night lie. But honest to God, I can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? Huh? What's the bottle? Oh yeah, it's just summer rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Darcy Crew. Ah, interesting name. What does it mean? Guess accuse the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. I see, do you want me to save you some of these? I'll pass, I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Get me a French or wow instead. Will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and drum, but always let's just give you a French weaver. French weaver, okay. 9 magic mix. One French weaver. What kind of memories do you have with Ron? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child, my mom and my dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from one with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh, didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kinda said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them, most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mom... Okay. I don't read it, okay? Oh, what does that mean? Rubbish, I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try some, but colleagues started and I stopped talking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you've been hard pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know, all of my mom's side of my family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the streets are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer on my family, nothing too interesting sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you sell that are interesting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you mixologist. Please don't ever. It sounds like something somebody would say to make what in this sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm security concerned. People want to find flaws in the security of the system, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be in Jillian City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm the woman. You are told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary soul. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best time to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually the honest job. Did you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me, but at some point they started feeling kinda samey. So when I started college, I took a course of system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. It's something that always evolving. The whole point of everything is so stressful security. Every time you think you go to the place of it, then change everything. So it's kinda like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I helped make harder of that. I didn't think about it all the way. It's less actually that the movies make it out to be thought. No real-time practical typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break so something's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I have a classy drink, any classy drink. Here goes nothing. She wants something, там что там было. She wants a classy drink. Mm. Let's make about velvet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rocks and mix it. Oh, I failed it. Here you are. Yeah, just what I needed, thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drink right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If I don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things that or food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know, if you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Oh my. Damn, I'm moving my stuff through the stairs below because the elevator is broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats Shatin that got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I thought about it before. Now I need somewhere. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to go back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. Save. Okay. He said that never sleeps. Okay, find it. Oh, let's skip this. I really don't like it. It's chilly out there. It's kinda refreshing. The harbor out there seems like a nice guy. Oh. You see it? Billy Wine, yeah, it's a cool guy, very respectful. Apparently we got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, so... I have a cousin that lives like a hobo actually. Really? It's a bit complicated so. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can tell with some people sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some says, hey, I'm here, don't scream. Hello? We are two hanging at the back of the bar. What kind of stuff are you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Seated non-alcoholic, you say? Doris wants something sweet and alcohol-free. Sweet and alcoholic-free, okay. Wow. Okay, let's make this without alcohol, yeah? Yeah. It's sweet and without alcohol, yeah. Oh, 1, 2. I missed one. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good sales is the same as selling lukewarm cause of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh, but no impolite of me, huh? I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma, the pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yeah, why? Nothing, I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be stubborn. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Is it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Here do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but don't know if you all get it. You won't know it till you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light blown up a grown man's ass. It was a success! Okay then, let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's databases. Alright. First I do some research on the targets, OS services, how the information is stored and all that. There's been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but there's the exception rather than the rule. First I secure things from my site. I started working behind proxies, websites and sought other more vulnerable computers I found on the way. After that I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try no exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I'll see. When I finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me, but the usual way is using a buffer overflow. But what happens next? What happened next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anyone before. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me. A slide to use the privileges, find flaps in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead. Well, this whole thing was kinda like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to next any scene. But trust me, if you record it yourself in a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice. You'd make the militia honey in one unexploited market. I see. Well, looks like my writing here. You're right? Yep, my mother-in-law came to look for me. It is alright to ask all that from him. It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happens that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by South Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yeah, I'll take you off then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly another of spiritual dreams in the midst of the Southern Desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A niche where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the realest tragedy can just sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That Latin for historical places, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus 10. What does it mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. Oh, no, it's... Now these... puzzles, yeah. And what I should give him 17, yeah. Hmm. Probably 17 is Piano Man, yeah? Let's try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Rocks and mix. How is this a 17? It isn't. You say 17 would only be related to your drink. If I thought it was, they think it isn't. Oh, you subvert my expectation by taking me literally, Sticky. And what brings you here, mister? I'm Amodio. Virgilio Amodio. Oh, it's Armadillo. Hello, man. See, I trusted myself using the Asian order because it's a lot more polite. Right, and I came here looking for an overworthy experience. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of racing warriors and watered spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets and lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No, you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people, I wanted to see waitress and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of the decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck, today's been quite a slow day. Not what I'm very surprised given how things have been going on the streets so. Humans are a nasty bunch, what much is true. Making a rules coming at each other but what's to be expected from the only manual to kill its own. I'm no zoologist but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah, then give me an example, not zoologist but under. Look, I said, I don't know exact details, I just know what isn't right. If memory serves right, only a line takes out a pride, every cup bond from another line is killed or something. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist button there. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, the chlorine's name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table. Stop making up words like halogens, periodic and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. And every human was 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers and the same idea. Primal? Do you want anything else? I'd like single plum floating in perfume set in a man's head. Okay. Okay. Here. Ha, you didn't wait, you did. Enjoy. I will drink this perfume. You really have to? Yeah, that's be silly. You win this round, Button there. Hey Button there, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What else are you even excited before enter the floor? how can you assure me that this really is real and we're not? In fact, it's heaven or hell all going. What if everything up to the point and just some stupid story written by an informant 20 times in his room? I could punch you to make you feel really. I don't care about any of that actually. This reality reals for me and that all that matters. Such a close-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the actual facts. Open your mind to think beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. Havarena has started means the twilight of the gods and German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, but in the age of your new world order. What? A cup of Nellikas exploded, it seems. Oh hell. Let me take a look out of window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports providing that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by a neo-Nazi group. We have received reports of several units going rogue, and uses their weapons to hunt down anywhere they find to streets. The question is after play from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from the Batsu Corps on the object, but until then, things are ugly and it's outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you to stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't, even though the band was quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the space mat I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have some cabbage food on hand just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't budge. Heh. Say Jill for hope everything better by tomorrow. Okay, my mistake. I think it's mistake with 17. It's Rise and shine. Yeah, G-Morning. It's 11 AM, so it's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. And so? They bought the corps to resent his plea for pledging with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like Singu suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad two bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's not really safe yet, but it was force last night. There also seems to be a civilian force launching and any White Knights any spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are the old age too. I wonder if say is okay. Should we be worried about Jill? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is what he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer whatever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? No, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say to do want me to help get to your apartment? Actually, I appreciate that. Okay, then let me look light and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. We are. Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Hey boss, want to hunt out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank for you helping me. Well, don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worried me a bit is that B always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish North Table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me, want one? Sorry, don't smoke. Don't mind me so. Smoking water. Thanks. Say how it's chilly weather treating you. It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the catarrhs on the heater can't fix. Alright, boss, we are not very good with the colds, you know? You know it. You didn't bring your hockey here either. Yeah, I left it home and going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweet or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I had this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Damo, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, I just... Right. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough, 17 plus how much? 13 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you know. Alright. Let me go change onto something like comfortable. Take your time. Say Jill, where is the blue-eyed mass of black fur glancing in my general direction? Huh? Oh, that's just for. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, so just give him time. He's an unusual looking, blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Wait, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was more, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a beer. Oh, I see. What? Good old Bosco, he kept it trust away better than any dog. Right. Huh? This pictures here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a savvy pic? No, framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are they? That's the one on the right is Lenora, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Is this picture recent or actually that's one from 3-4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I am only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up and go terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things in the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really, it's hard to picture you doing such a scene, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me, about missing having the warmth of something else pressed against your side. Using them as pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Nothing of knowing they're here watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic. Then miserable. I'll just put it away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Wherever I go out, here's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone to track her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's the one on the table? Look like it's nothing. No, please give it to me. Oh, alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discount on the point card I can use every time I buy the alcohol. Is that beer actually the cheapest drink I can get? Is there any difference between the drinks and the bar there? Drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavor and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Damn, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. In this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use as a bar again? Geologic dichromical ligation, or NDL. It was a supplement of something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when they made and keys polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And it's easy made with it. Let's see, yup, here it is. Near the end, NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're not Jill. Jill is charged. I still have the bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's now not how drinking with friends works. Why wouldn't I? Double, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, Sarah and Jill are always so diligent and responsible that I'll boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. Oh, a side note, it surprised me to keep that posters of me in the room. And even more than you had it in planned time. When I gave it to you, it was more or less joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it does make you uncomfortable, why would it take me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it so. Aside from filling my empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like it someone gave you, dunno, a dildo shot's trophy or something you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kinda pointless. What? No streaming nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happens then. Did someone hurt you? Besides they did, I can go dish out their pain. No, nothing of the sort, a different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess, I don't been able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back thought. That's what friends are for. Wait, to talk about the Boston campaign to having dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me diddler face? What's what friends are for? Hey boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Jill exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Jill was the Hong Kong riots. And he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who is he, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. Also know for certain that Jill was in England and France during that time frame. It is always like that when I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes to us that contradicts the evidence. The guy is troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Jill's alright. You wondered about him? Who makes it sound like some emotionless robot? You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Jill so much so. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, he can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell paper. He does? I've seen him ever reject food that he has been in contract receipt. Man, what a baby, unless he's allergic or something. It's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. It was a slow day and the riot showed up at the bar. I thought him a jink, but he said he didn't have money of need. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple he broke down crying. I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn, I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judged him from what he did as an employer. And aside from the occasions I escaped, he had been a loyal and disloyal guest. I returned the flavor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, something literally. What surprised me is that you took him to so easily. I can take care of myself and always kept an eye on it. And besides, after the whole Robert scene, I couldn't ignore something that despise so easily. I see. You made the bar more lovely yourself, you know? And so? Well, mine's a regular your aunt, of course. Like that blonde Uteki Hake, I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. It makes me kinda jealous that she's such a close relation with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad and aunt. But heck to Alma, I'm really hoping they find nice guys to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to success. Oh, I see. That's also what sex worker robot girl. Oh, Dorothy. She interested me so. I see lots of sex workers over the years, but she seems properly jilly. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kinda noticed that too, but then again Lilium can be weighed. You think? Lilium operates in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share or fear or mortuary. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it, depending on the circumstances, or that might cannot even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't a trained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it in that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72, it's a social interaction model or something. Children get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets built-in push whenever she's meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilium is a bit what I thought. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilium doesn't carry the image of organization, just a T. Bots and dolls are considered slums by them. Bot is Akim is calling them British and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilium? As if I know, because they all come from a bigger A called Lilith. And Lilium are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julians and you almost tore me a new one with your glove. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julian? Not at all at it, but my little sister's a big fan of the returns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunch boxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows and got straight literally everyone. I saw a couple of episodes one that was really nice. It was beyond nice, it shows about a model who enters into the armor class Magic Knights. How she show presented Julius hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in the trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid, Julius was an adult that became younger and transformed. I'll say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by totalist standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Oh, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Julius. I sang the thoughts dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. It's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise 20 odd jackasses that went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Julius, I always hold my judge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their things at that age? Are you worried about Jackass singing the same tone of the show mocking me? Anyway, every time someone calls me Julian or Julius, I instinctually react negatively. Parents would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I found the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong about its thought. It's actually kinda reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a 2-day, it was the kid I was fight with kids bigger than me. When Putin happened and I became the Marion was the definition of shallow jackwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized that an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 20 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough enough at the ages. The kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seems to have a soft spot, and for me so. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask for the diet? Out of old age, my dad always his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking many queens, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you, really curious. I just realized that even thought we see each other almost every day, I thought we were very nice about you. Oh, from what you tell me, thought, seems your grandma personality rubbed off you a bit. And I've had that one since I was a kid actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have on it? Keep in mind you included in the circle too, so my insults you hear will apply right back to you. Anyway, I had these friends I've known for a long time. A red-haired, glasses-wearing nut called Iris. The one you call for the helmet things. That one. She's managed a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her actually. Oh. It's called Nirvana, and if you thought the city was dangerous, you should see the people who has the deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with, and means it's a next to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building over there and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Great decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave? That aside, let's see, friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler and MMA fighter. Chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Jill, my sis, Iris and Lexi. I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones they want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintance here and there. Back at home in college I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure, rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Jill, my close friends since moving here is Alma, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always false, but that cat's hermits that refuse to go out. And what you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know? Hey boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe I'll take a friend's offer working with her. I was also thinking about going back out and helping with things there. Or maybe go on traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy is slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. But enjoy being while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me, whatever bar I end up walking in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you to transfer it to. I go there even thought I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'll have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to somewhere you have problems with. If I have to trust another bar owner, I certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from that I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats and underrated matter. I'll trust you on what the one there. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, when your bar closes, let's both take a vacation, go on a trip. That's clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Okay, chapter 2, Amaj. Okay. And I think it's a good moment to stop reading and stop stream. Tomorrow we continue our reading from the start of the second chapter, so come here and watch. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.